Hello, guys. We are live. Do you want to achieve more with less effort? Well, Debbie and I are here tonight to help you do just that. We have some secrets and tools to share with you. So, um, first of all, we all have something that we'd like to accomplish or get better at, right? Like some of us are just starting out with some new skills, and some of us have been doing things for years, but we want to get better at it. And the only way to do that is what we all have to do, and that's keep learning. But sometimes we're like, I don't want to learn anything new. I don't want to put in all that effort. I don't want to. Or I don't have the time to invest. I don't have the money to invest. Or I don't want to try that new thing all by myself, right? These are all things that we let stop us from learning the new thing. So, what we have to do first, and what I've learned, is that the first thing you have to do is decide, make an actual decision that you want to do it. That way, you're willing to commit the time and the energy that it's going to take. Now, in tonight's talk, though, we're going to talk about how we can do things with less effort and get more done, which ends out creating the extra energy and the extra time that we need. So, so for me, I wanted to learn how to write a book and publish it. Something that I was like, I've thought about it a lot, but I was never really committed to doing it until life and events that happened made me say, no, I'm really going to do this. So I dedicated the time and the effort to write a book, found someone to help me get it published. Actually, they found me. And if you're interested in that book, you want to learn more about me, let me know after this. Say, I want that book, comment that to me later. But tonight is not about my book so much as my ability to learn something that I wanted to and then follow through with it. And while I was doing that, I had to learn also how to plan how I was going to get everything else done because nothing else stopped. My life continued. I still went to work. I still have children. I still have a house. I still had all that to do, right? Like nothing went away, but I learned how to be more focused and get more done. And that freed up time for me to do not only my book, but other things that I just more free time. So that's my experience with this powerful concentration. Debbie, share with us what you've experienced when you figured this with some of these secrets out.
Well, well, I have to say, I think there's a lot of people out there that can identify with this one. I hope. I know there is. So up until I started my own business, I was not on social media at all. And when I started, it was, posting here and there and a little bit of that kind of stuff. Once I started my business. And what I found, and I found Instagram, which I had never been on before, got my account, and wow, can you ever suck time by watching all those reels going by? And you watch one and you watch a few, and oh, I'm just going to watch a couple more. What's the harm? And then you look, and it's like an hour later. Oh my gosh, what the heck happened
Crazy.
here? So, what I learned is how to, I still do it. Honestly, I still will, I'll go on there for a reason and I'll still, oh, this reel looks interesting. But what I've learned to master now in my concentration, and as I master concentration and focus, is to catch myself. I'm doing that. I'm going in and getting sucked down the rabbit hole. Stop now and get
Right.
out of it without spending much time. And, our mentors would say, if you should figure it out within 5 minutes that you're in the time suck. And so that's when you have mastered focus, at least for that thing. And I know a lot of people can relate to that for sure.
Mhm. Yes,
I don't think I'm the only one.
you are
But
not alone.
one of the principles that will give you the edge on learning how to concentrate is to understand these two little voices in your head. One is called the champion, and the other is called the criticizer. And so your inner champion is your voice that says, yes, I can do this. It's very encouraging. It helps you overcome fear and doubt. And it is not concerned at all about the good opinion of other people, which we call goop. And also, it calls you to your greatness. So, your inner champion is there all the time. It's that gut feeling that you have, and that natural tendency we have as humans to want to grow and contribute. All right. And then there's that inner criticizer. Well, guess what? That is the opposite of our inner champion. The criticizer is where most people are familiar with, or that's where they live, is with their inner criticizer. And so what is the inner criticizer? It is the negativity. And most of our world is seen through negativity. So it cuts the legs out from under your greatness. It's the self talk um, from habit that shows up to justify your emotional state in line with your actions. So, for example, I've done this too. So, oh my God. Um, your alarm, your alarm clock goes off at 5 a.m. Mine goes off at 6. Well, mine goes off at 5:30. Okay. So my alarm clock goes off at 5:30 in the morning. And I have a choice. I can get up and go, or I can snooze. And your criticizer is telling you to snooze, snooze, snooze. It's like that guard dog to keep you from being positive and getting things done.
Okay.
So here's the deal. There's two things. Our nervous system is wired for comfort, right? So we want comfort. That's what our brain and our nervous system is telling us. We want comfort. It's like when you take a shower, you want a hot shower because it's so comfortable for us, not a cold shower. But our soul is wired for uh, growth and contribution. And so that's where we should be. And that's where we need our inner champion to be there for us. But most people, especially today, and not today, but in today's world, life is focused on comfort. We don't want that cold shower. So if you aren't aware that life is a growth centric experience, then your criticizer is going to dominate you. So here's where the focus comes in. It is so important to focus your attention so that you make sure that your inner criticizer isn't taking charge. You have to let the your inner champion come out and shine. And so, what does that take? It takes focus and concentration. Again, you have to master that. Like I'm trying to master my Instagram, you have to master this. So you need to ignore your inner criticizer and concentrate on your champion. And so there's two games in town for us, Deb. Two. And there is nothing wrong with either one. It's your choice. One is you can be thinking, what's wrong with my life? Or you can be thinking, what's right with my life? And so it's your choice. So I'm here to say you can do whatever you want, but concentrate on your champion. You can't kill that criticizer. It's always going to be there, but put it to the side. It's like two seeds in a garden. There's a rose and a weed. water, the one that you water will be the one that grows. So if you water your inner champion, you will be there for growth and contribution, and that's kind of a nice place to be. But we need tools, okay? We need tools. So Deb, maybe you can talk about some of the tools we need to
I
master in our concentration.
Okay, absolutely. And I love the idea there of the who are you going to listen to? Like which shoulder are you going to listen to? Because yeah, it's way easier to sit in comfort and what we're used to and complain. Not that we're doing it, like we don't even realize we're doing it sometimes, I think. But it is way easier to sit there in the comfort and complain about what we don't have or what we wish we had instead of just pushing it just a little bit, getting a little uncomfortable and finding our way to that next place or getting those things we want. So yes, I do want to give us some tools to set ourselves up to win. And tonight, basically, I'm just going to focus on, um, well, number one is our mindset, just that it's possible and we get to choose. Those are our mindset. We have to do that first. And then we can control our environment. And that goes all the way from, like you said, clearing the distractions. So, like I know you you're talking about that and I'm laughing because sometimes I get on my phone thinking I'm going to check this, right? Like, oh, I was expecting a message. So I'm going to get on my email or something, but I pick up my phone and I click email, but then, oh, that looks so cool. And then, I do quickly catch myself and go, that's not what I'm doing. What was I doing? That's not, it's kind of like walking in the kitchen and forgetting what you were there. Now you get on your phone and you get in your email and you're like, I wasn't even trying to check my email. I wanted to, post something or somebody was sending me a phone number in my text messages, but now I got, and the wheels go round and round and round. And then you have to get yourself back like, hey, that's not what I'm doing. So, number one, clear the space of all distractions. If that means you need to put a do not disturb sign on your door, do it. Make sure you're not hungry. You've used the bathroom. You're comfortable, like not too comfortable, not so comfortable that you're going to fall asleep, but comfortable, like you're not hot, you're not cold, you're not thirsty, you're not hungry. Take care of all that, right? And then um, you can help yourself by harmonizing your brain. And people are like, what in the world is that? Right? Well, folks, I have news for you. We have left brainers and we have right brainers. You can't see my hands. Left brainers and right brainers, right? And we both obviously have a left and a right brain. But some of us are predominantly left brained, some are predominantly right brained. And so we tend to use one part of our brain more than the other. Something that we have learned through this EMF journey is a thing called binaural beats, and they're meant to be listened to in ear pods or speakers that have a left and a right speaker. Because what's going to happen is it's going to play different frequencies out of the left and a different frequency out of the right, but your brain will do the work and create one sound, one frequency out of those two different frequencies. And then that harmonizes your brain, making it just work more efficiently. So that's something you could do. I would do that though, kind of on a regular basis, like when you're not doing something else. And when you want to be working, the secret to being more productive then, or if you're learning something and studying something, is to listen to Baroque music. And you can look that up. That's your Mozart, that kind of old classical music. That is, and I'm not sure if anybody has heard of this, but I know that even when I was pregnant with my children, I was playing Baroque music because it said it stimulated their brains even in the womb. So your brain starts responding to music even then. And so if we play that in the background, it helps us focus. It keeps our minds um, centered and just functioning better. Um, Even though you can't see it, but you will notice that you are being more productive. So those are some tools and tricks that you can do on a regular basis that take no extra time because you can do them while you're um, doing anything else. Like you can listen to music while you're doing laundry, dishes, cleaning, driving. You can even listen to it while you're sleeping and it will have an impact. So, those are things. Now, the Baroque music, yeah, play it while you're doing your work, while you're completing the tasks, especially the ones that um, take mental focus. And the coming up real quick, I call this block timing. And there's a lot of people out there talking about how to plan your day, how to plan your time, right? And I do think it's important to plan for all parts of your day, including the fun stuff, including your downtime. But when you want to be productive, the best plan of action is to plan it out in like 45-minute increments. So after you've cleared all the distractions, you made sure you're comfortable. You know, there's nothing going to take away from your um, ability to sit there and do what you need to do. I realized I had an acronym that came up. And before you start your 45 minutes, you want to oxygenate. So you want to do some deep breathing, real deep, and really oxygenate yourself. There's one that I've done. It's called the 555, and you want to do this throughout the day, but you especially want to do it before you start one of these sessions, and that is to breathe in for 5 and breathe out for 5. And you're going to do this for 5 minutes. And ideally, you would do this 3 to 5 times per day. So that's why I call it the 555. Your body is going to be so oxygenated, it's going to be ready to go. You also want to hydrate. So you want to make sure you have water, you've drank plenty of water, and that you've done a little movement to get your juices flowing, right? And then you start your 45 minutes of uninterrupted focus on whatever it is you want to do. And when you can dedicate that focus to just that one task, it's going to go much faster because you're not trying to multitask. You're not trying to take care of everything at once. You're just doing this for 45 minutes. And when that time is up, take a break, rehydrate, reoxygenate, and move a little. And you're going to do this every 45 minutes. It's going to prime your body to be performing at its best. And for me, I found that when I do this, I get a lot more done. I'm just more productive, more creative, and like things just get done faster. And so say you also like wanted to complete a project but you didn't. It's okay if you didn't 100% finish it, but I'm sure that you got more accomplished in a focused state than you would have in an unfocused state. And you're going to remember what you did and it's going to be a better quality. So the acronym there though that I didn't say though, it was oxygenate, oh my gosh, hydrate, H, and M, move is Om.
Oh.
So remember that you want to Om before you focus, before you start your work. So those are my tips and tricks. And I know, Deb, we could probably go on for a very long time talking about this. And I did, you said it earlier, like a lot of people can relate to this. I feel like if you can, if we say this about so many things though, but if you can master this, like this concentration and really get your brain harmonized and get yourself functioning in this way, you're just going to be amazed. So, um, I think that's pretty much
Well,
what I wanted to share tonight, but
so
I
I
don't
can
like
share. So one of a little
speaking.
tidbit.
Yes.
Um, some of the most successful people in the world, and you know that it depends on how you define success, but I think a lot of it is around their money and stuff, and have attribute their success to their ability to focus. And Rockefeller, who is, I guess, based on his time, is one of the most wealthy, was one of the most wealthy men in the world. And he does credit his success to being able to focus for 5 minutes without taking his focus off of whatever it is he does. And that is powerful concentration. So there is
Right.
something to be said for how you can be successful. And that's in whatever way you want to define success,
Right.
right? And
Yeah.
boy, Deb, I wish I had this Baroque music when I was studying in university because
Right.
I would go to the library and every whisper and every sound would grate on me. I had to leave because I couldn't study in the quiet. It was too quiet for
Too
me.
quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back in the day, I should have had headphones and Baroque music to help me out. But you know what I did is I went to the cafeteria where there was just a steady, dull roar of sounds. And believe it or not, I've been able to find some concentration um, pieces that actually were a dull roar of a cafeteria. So I didn't
Oh,
do so bad after all.
yeah. Pretty
So
clever.
yeah, and if you want to check out some binaural beats, what we've done is we've shared a link in our notes or in the description for you there so that you can try out the binaural beats along with the Baroque music. And hopefully that will help you with your concentration for sure. And also, we are going to blow out this powerful concentration because it is so important. We are doing a webinar called Elevate Your Performance, Learn the Secrets of Powerful Concentration in 2 weeks on March the 20th, same time, Wednesday, March the 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we would love for you to attend. So save the date and we will be giving you more information on how you can attend our webinar to get more honed in on your powerful concentration. All right.
Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, be there. Like I said, there's so much more to talk about. This is just setting yourself up to start. So, all
Yay.
right. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Bye now.
Bye
We'll see
bye.
you next week.
See you next week.